when Luke was sick. He was sick a long time, 17 years off and on with different things, but 3 years that last bout. And I remember being in the car and screaming out at God. And I said, "You've got the wrong girl. I
Mm.
can't do this." And that's actually going to be the title of my next book. You've got the wrong girl. So it
Oh,
came
I
to my
like
mind. I
that.
was like, that's it, because everyone can relate to it. You got the wrong person.
Yeah.
But there were frustrations. There was more like, God, I can't do this. I am not equipped to do this. But I became closer to God than ever, ever, ever after Luke died, because I saw him in the place of my husband. Like, I always had my husband to bounce ideas off, and I was like, okay, God, this is what I got. Like, you got to be the person. So many times I would go on walks, leave my phone at home, and just pretend he's right there. Imagine him walking with me and talk to him and cry. And like, I can't do this, but he always has provided financially, emotionally, spiritually, like the people in my life to help me to get to where I am today. And there's no peace like the peace that passes all understanding. And
Yeah.
there's no way to explain to people how I got through except for that, because I would be bawling on the floor crying. And then it'd be like this peace that would cover me, but I had to go through it. There was no shortcut.
Mm.
Like, I had a lot of what we call anticipatory grief when someone's dying. So I was grieving before he died. And then I had grieving after he died and trying to raise 3 teenagers. And one of them totally like rebelled, and it was a horrible situation. And had to learn how to deal with that. It's kicked out of school. Like, there were so many things. And then that brings up more grief. I'm like, my husband's not here to help. Like,
Yeah.
and I still am going through some of that with some of my kids' stuff. Is like, man, like, they all have gone through it. They've said, now that I'm an adult, I wish a daddy was here to talk to, like,
Mm.
about adult decisions. I'm like, yeah, I
Oh,
hear you, but it's like, it's being open with God and not afraid to feel. Like, the people that stuff it, they're the people who are in the same place 10 years later, 20 years later, because they didn't feel it. Like, you have to. You have to let your kids feel it. Like, we so often want to just comfort people when they cry, but that's actually not good for them. We need to let them cry and then comfort them. Like, I remember even a few years ago doing this with my daughter when she was going through a grief moment, and I explained to her, I'm not hugging you because you need to feel it. This is the only way you're going to get through it. And so I think just educating the public, like, don't automatically go to comforting somebody. Like, let them feel it. You can explain to them, like, this is why I'm not hugging you yet. Like, I need you to feel this because I
mm.
love you and I want you to get through it, and not automatically thinking, I just need to fix them. It's because the other person is uncomfortable. They don't like the crying.
Yeah.
And so they're trying to fix it. And then it kind of reminds me of the other part of, like, when people don't say anything, to someone who's just lost someone, they're only thinking about themselves. They don't want to be uncomfortable. We want you to say something. Like, from everybody I've talked to, we'd rather you say something than nothing at all, because nothing at all feels like you don't care.
Yeah.
Like, this is the biggest thing that's ever happened to me in my entire life, and you are not acknowledging it. I remember the first time I went to, like, a big event. So it was COVID, so there weren't very many, but a few months after, I was at this big party that my brother was having, and everyone was ignoring it or ignoring me.
Mm.
But one lady that she was more like an acquaintance just said, "I'm really sorry about Luke." And it meant so much to me that she acknowledged it instead of
Wow.
ignoring. And I was like, "Thank you so much. Like, that means a lot that you said something, because our whole world has been turned upside down, but people don't want to say anything." So I
Mm.
encourage, if you know someone that's widowed or any kind of loss, please say something to them. Like, it's so much better than ignoring it.
Yeah, that's excellent. I forget which psalm it is, but it starts with the words "out of the depths," and it just is this psalm of lament. And the psalmist is just saying, "From the depths, out of the gut of my pain." And then he goes and declares,
That's
firstly,
good.
how
Mhm.
frustrated he is with the situation before even getting
Yeah.
to any praise. And so I think you're absolutely right. We're tiptoe, tread on eggshell type people who don't want to
Yep.
just get in it.